There was a time when stepping into a garden felt like opening a living pantry, where everyday needs were met quietly by plants growing just outside the door. Long before labels, supplements, or convenience stores, people learned to rely on leafy greens and humble plants that returned again and again with simple care. These weren't rare or exotic plants, but familiar companions in kitchen gardens, valued for their practicality and reliability. Welcome to Zoom Garden, a space where we slow down and rediscover what once made everyday gardening meaningful. Here, whether we talk about vegetables, beginner tips, budget gardening, or plant care, everything is meant to make your garden feel more calming, more alive, and deeply personal. "15 forgotten plants people relied on long before modern medicine." One, Amaranth Greens. Amaranth was once a common sight in kitchen gardens because it grew quickly and required very little attention. Families valued it as a dependable leafy green that could be harvested repeatedly throughout the season. Over time, it faded from modern gardens as commercial crops replaced diverse homegrown greens. Today, amaranth still makes sense because it thrives in warm climates and offers tender leaves that fit easily into everyday meals. Its ability to regrow after cutting made it ideal for sustainable food habits long before that term existed. Many gardeners overlooked it simply because it wasn't marketed or packaged for stores. Yet in home gardening, its reliability remains unmatched. Practical tip: harvest only the top leaves and leave the center intact to encourage continuous regrowth. Two, lamb's quarters. Lamb's quarters was often treated as a volunteer plant, appearing naturally in gardens without effort. In the past, people recognized its value as a reliable leafy green during unpredictable growing seasons. As gardening became more commercialized, this plant was dismissed as a weed and slowly forgotten. Today, it still thrives effortlessly and adapts well to kitchen gardens. Its soft leaves cook easily and fit into simple home meals. Gardeners once relied on it because it required no special tools or fertilizers. That same low-maintenance quality makes it ideal for modern gardeners with limited time. Practical tip: harvest young leaves regularly before flowering to keep the plant productive and tender. Three, Purslane. Purslane grew close to the ground and spread easily, making it a familiar plant in old household gardens. People appreciated it because it tolerated heat and poor soil conditions when other leafy greens struggled. Over time, its creeping habit caused it to be removed from tidy modern gardens. Yet purslane remains valuable today as a hardy plant that supports sustainable food habits. Its leaves regrow quickly after cutting, offering steady harvests with minimal care. Many gardeners now rediscover it for its resilience and adaptability. It fits perfectly into small home gardening spaces. Practical tip: cut stems above the soil line and allow side shoots to regrow naturally. Four, Malabar Spinach. Malabar spinach was widely grown in warm regions because it thrived when traditional spinach failed. People relied on it as a dependable leafy green during hot seasons. As preferences shifted towards store-bought greens, this climbing plant slowly disappeared from home gardens. Today, it still offers reliable harvests and adds vertical interest to kitchen gardens. Its thick leaves regrow easily after cutting and remain productive for months. Gardeners with limited ground space benefit greatly from its climbing habit. Practical tip: harvest mature leaves regularly to encourage continuous vine growth. Five, Moringa Leaves. Moringa trees were once planted near homes because their leaves were easy to harvest year-round. Families valued them as a dependable source of leafy greens during dry seasons. Over time, modern landscaping replaced these functional trees with decorative plants. Today, Moringa still makes sense for home gardens due to its fast regrowth after pruning. Its leaves can be harvested repeatedly without harming the tree. This makes it ideal for long-term garden planning. It fits naturally into sustainable food habits. Practical tip: prune young branches often to encourage bushy growth and tender leaves. Six, Chaya Greens. Chaya was grown in household gardens because it tolerated heat and required minimal watering. People relied on it as a steady green when other plants struggled. As gardening trends changed, chaya became less common in modern landscapes. Today, it remains practical due to its ability to regrow quickly after cutting. Its sturdy nature suits low-maintenance kitchen gardens. Gardeners appreciate how it supports consistent harvests over time. Simple pruning keeps it productive. Practical tip: harvest mature leaves regularly and allow new shoots to develop naturally. Seven, sweet potato leaves. Sweet potato plants were valued not only for their roots but also for their leafy greens. Families harvested the leaves regularly without affecting root development. Over time, modern gardening focused mainly on the tubers, leaving the greens overlooked. Today, the leaves still regrow easily and offer additional value in home gardening. They thrive in warm climates and spread quickly. This dual-purpose plant supports efficient use of garden space. It fits perfectly into kitchen gardens. Practical tip: harvest only the tips of vines to maintain healthy root growth. Eight. Water spinach. Water spinach thrived near waterways and damp garden areas in the past. People relied on it as a fast-growing leafy green that regenerated quickly. Modern regulations and urban development caused it to disappear from many gardens. It remains practical where conditions allow controlled growth. Its regrowth after cutting is rapid and reliable. Home gardeners value it for continuous harvests. Nine. Sorrel. Sorrel was grown in household gardens for its tangy leaves and hardy nature. People relied on it because it returned year after year with minimal effort. As taste preferences shifted, it became less common in modern gardens. Today, sorrel still offers dependable regrowth and early season harvests. It thrives in simple kitchen garden setups. Its perennial nature supports long-term gardening plans. Gardeners appreciate its resilience. Practical tip: harvest outer leaves regularly to keep the plant productive. Ten. Dandelion Greens. Dandelions were once welcomed in gardens for their versatility and resilience. Families relied on their leaves as accessible leafy greens. Over time, lawn culture labeled them as unwanted plants. Today, they remain one of the easiest plants to grow and regrow after cutting. Their adaptability suits low-effort home gardening. They grow well without specialized tools. Sustainable food habits begin with plants like this. Practical tip: harvest young leaves early for best texture and regrowth. (11) Mustard greens. Mustard greens were common in traditional kitchen gardens because they grew quickly. People relied on them for steady leafy green harvests. Modern gardening trends shifted focus to packaged greens instead. Today, mustard greens still thrive in cool seasons and regrow after cutting. They support productive small gardens. Gardeners appreciate their fast turnaround. They work well with basic home gardening tools. Practical tip: cut outer leaves first to extend the harvest period. (12) Turnip greens. Turnip greens were once harvested alongside the roots as part of daily meals. Families valued their ability to regrow when harvested carefully. Over time, the focus moved toward root production only. Today, turnip greens still offer repeated harvests with minimal care. They fit well into sustainable food habits. Gardeners benefit from their quick growth. They support efficient use of space. Practical tip: harvest leaves early while keeping the central growth intact. (13) Cassava leaves. Cassava leaves were relied upon in regions where hardy plants were essential. People valued their resilience and ability to regrow after cutting. Modern gardening trends shifted toward faster, packaged produce. Today, cassava leaves still make sense for home gardens in suitable climates. They grow well with minimal intervention. Their regrowth supports long-term garden planning. They remain practical for everyday use. Practical tip: harvest mature leaves gradually to encourage new growth. (14) Fenugreek Greens. Fenugreek was grown in small plots for both its seeds and leafy greens. People relied on it because it matured quickly and regrew easily. As gardening habits changed, it became less visible in modern gardens. Today, fenugreek still supports kitchen gardens with fast harvest cycles. Its regrowth after cutting allows multiple harvests. (15) Nasturtium Leaves. Nasturtium was grown not only for beauty, but also for its edible leaves. People valued its ability to spread and regrow effortlessly. Over time, it became mostly decorative in modern landscapes. Today, its leaves still provide practical use in kitchen gardens. It thrives with minimal watering and care. Practical tip: harvest leaves often to encourage fresh, tender growth. Conclusion: rediscovering practical garden wisdom. These forgotten plants remind us that gardening was once rooted in everyday usefulness and quiet consistency. Long before modern medicine, people relied on leafy greens that regrew easily and supported daily life. These plants didn't require perfection, just attention and care. They fit naturally into kitchen gardens and sustainable food habits. By growing them today, we reconnect with traditions that valued balance and simplicity. Small gardening choices can still create calm and long-term value.